So I don't know if you guys have heard the news or not, but I got some inside scoop that Square Enix is going to release a brand new Kingdom Hearts game soon. It's going to be called Kingdom Hearts 3, even though it's pretty much like the 48th game in the series. So what better way to celebrate this than by looking more in-depth at the main character of the franchise, Sora. And believe it or not, Sora being the main character was not always the plan. During the early development stage, Mickey Mouse, yes, Mickey Mouse, was actually the lead candidate to be the main character for the franchise, with Square Enix pushing hard for Disney's famous mouse mascot to be the Keyblade wielder. And if that sounds weird to you, Disney's push was for Donald Duck to be the main character. Thankfully, Tetsuya Nomura, director of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, disagreed with both sides, and wanted a unique character to lead the way for this franchise, and thus, Sora was born. Though, despite this, he still underwent several changes before reaching the final form we're used to today. Originally, Sora was going to look a lot more like Zidane, the main character from Final Fantasy IX, with the tail of a lion. In fact, judging by his features, he seemed like he was going to be half human and half other animals. And the other thing you'll notice is that instead of a Keyblade, there's a Saw Blade, or at least that's what I'm going to refer to it as. The name Sora also translates to sky in Japanese.
The darkness will take you first.
If I put the hurt aside, I'll lose my ties to all the people I care about. My mind's made up. I may end up falling into the darkness, but I'll carry this with me. I'll only get rid of it when I remember everything, and not a day sooner than that.
Sora is 14 years old in the first game, Kingdom Hearts, but the youngest we ever see him is a wee 4 years old in Birth by Sleep, which took place before he stumbled across the Keyblade. In Kingdom Hearts 3, he's going to be 17 years old, so he's still a teenage kid, you fanfic writers. Nomura wanted Sora to be relatable in some aspects, and didn't want him to be a superhuman with incredible gifts and powers. One of the ways this was accomplished was by making Sora just a normal kid, while his friend Riku was actually the destined hero. In Birth by Sleep, Terra, one of the main Keyblade wielders of that game, chose Riku to be the Keyblade successor, and Sora is simply tasked with watching over him and protecting him. As a result, Sora is just an average kid that was thrown into the role of hero. When Riku gave into the darkness in the first game, the Keyblade came to Sora, and when Riku came back later on in Hollow Bastion, he took the Keyblade back, leaving Sora without his trusty weapon.
Let the Keyblade choose. Its true master. Maleficent was right. You don't have what it takes to save Kairi. It's up to me.
So how did Sora end up getting it back? By proving that his heart was stronger than Riku's. It wasn't destiny or because he was some overpowered superhero. It was because he had more heart and determination, which is exactly what Nomura's intention was when designing this character. And Sora, being the player he is, also has not one, not two, but three different people living inside of him. Roxas, Ventus, and Xion. Roxas is Sora's nobody, created when he was turned into a Heartless in the first game, so his connection to Sora makes sense. I mean, at least as much sense as a Kingdom Hearts plot point can make. Xion's is a little more extreme, in that she is actually a replica of Roxas that was created from Sora's memories. This is why Roxas looks similar to Sora, but Xion looks more like Kairi.
You're next, Roxas. I have to make you a part of me too. Don't you see? This is why I was created.
Roxas was made from Sora directly, while Xion comes from his memories. Since Kairi is a strong and major part of Sora's memory, Xion ends up looking like Kairi. Sorry, Riku, guess you're not at the top of Sora's list after all. Ventus is only there because he lost his heart after his battle with Vanitas, and Sora allows him to stay with him until he gets better. In fact, the reason that Sora wields two Keyblades at certain points during Kingdom Hearts 2 is because that second Keyblade actually belongs to Ventus. Does any of this make sense to you? Probably not, but the gist of it is that inside of Sora's heart, there's a party going on with three different characters. It's basically a hotel in there. Sora is voiced by Miyu Arino in the Japanese version, and in the English version, it's Haley Joel Osment. Haley Joel Osment is relatively famous, portraying Forrest Gump Jr., Zephyr from Hunchback of Notre Dame, Mowgli in the Jungle Book. Ironically, his only roles in video games have been in every single Kingdom Hearts game, And then Zach Coleman, a character from NBA 2K19.
I grew up in this town my whole life, but I feel like I know this world, man. I know the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, but I consider myself like a social media maven.
Despite being the main character of the franchise, there's a large number of games in the franchise where he isn't the main protagonist. He and Riku both share the glory in Dream Drop Distance and Chain of Memories. And in Birth by Sleep, 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts Key, the mobile game, and a fragmentary passage, Sora is not playable at any point. And even though it looks like Sora, encoded, it's technically Data Sora, a digital manifestation of Sora. I'm not going to go into all that, but that means Sora, in his own flesh, is the sole main character in only Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Despite his cheesiness and cringeworthy moments, Sora is an optimistic, upbeat character who always looks out for the best interest of his friends. He spends the whole first game searching for both Riku and Kairi, and he was even willing to sacrifice his own life to save Kairi's during Kingdom Hearts 1. Say what you will about him, but how many Disney characters can you name that gave their own life for a red-headed girl? I'll wait. His sense of humor and loud personality are likely what makes him such a polarizing character, but I will say, as a kid, his corny traits helped me push through some sad times in my life, and I'm thankful that he's the main character and not Donald Duck. Because let's be real, the same corny jokes coming out of that duck's mouth would have gone old real quick. And that's it for my quick synopsis of Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Let me know if you'd like to see me focus on other Kingdom Hearts characters or a character from another series. I'm all ears, and I cannot wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I cannot wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out January 29th. See you all in the next one.